Hello, denizens of the Warp the Webway and YouTube, and welcome to another channel update. This is the Clone Troopers half of the Star Wars Legion box. I haven't gotten as far with them as I did with my Separatist yet. They are a work in progress, as you can tell. I also do have the BARC Speeder being worked on, and of course, General Kenobi. So far, what I did with these guys is I got the Gray Sear Spray Primer from GW. Yes, I bought an $18 can of primer. Every time I've tried to prime white, it speckles really badly. The can, at least, I didn't get the speckling out of, so I figured I'd give it a shot. I then did Apothecary Contrast White over that, and then I did a dry brush of white on the armor. Followed that up with a contrast black on the weapons because it's just so easy. I mean, that contrast black is amazing for weapons. Now this guy here, I did a little bit more of work on him. Get the other two guys a little bit more out of the way. I did a green on his shoulder pads because I'm going to have different squads, obviously, so green for one squad, etc. But I did green on his shoulder pads, and I like how it turned out. And I did the black contrast for in between his armor joints. So they didn't turn out bad, but I may end up just going back to Abaddon Black and watering it down a little bit and then doing it myself that way, just because I think I like better how that works so far when I'm doing these finer areas of control, like these thin lines. I don't really like how the contrast works for that, and that's just me. If you like how the contrast works, go for it. But that's them. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the bases yet. The BARC Speeder, I left them in parts because with an airbrush and my unsteady hands trying to get him in there to paint him would have been a little bit difficult. Sorry. But same thing, spray sear or spray the sear primer, then do the whole thing in Apothecary White. Then I did a dry brush of white on it, and I don't know if it's going to show up. But you can kind of see like what I would consider, scratch marks from rocks, just generalized on flying through the air use. And I kind of like how it came out. It looks like it's been through a few more than just training zone things. But what I'm going to do is I'll end up probably doing black down here. Let me get this back where you can see it. I apologize. Doing a black down here, and then black on the weapons, of course. As far as its markings, I haven't decided what colors it's going to be, but I'll probably do something on this spot up here, which you can't see. So this square up here I'll do something with, probably this block up here, something in the back here just to help break up this white constant, and then I'll do something special with this back here. The sides I may leave white, I haven't decided yet. Same thing with this. Now incidentally, I know everybody builds their speeders with these two things together, but this is an option. You don't have to use this. You can just take the base BARC Speeder dude, which I'll put him on here just so y'all can see it. You can take the base dude, which is these guns, and he's faster, but everybody ends up taking this because you get more shots, because you take this guy with it. Take that guy with him and he gets more shots. This slows you down some. So I may actually run a game or two where I don't take this bit and I just take him. It'll reduce me in points, but he's a speeder. I want to see kind of what he can do with as a flanking thing. Like if I get another box set starter for them, and I am thinking about it, having two of these guys around just to be a flanking unit would be huge, because then my opponent has to turn to deal with him. He cannot ignore this. And this makes it one speed band slower, so as opposed to speed band 3, it becomes speed band 2. But tactics after I actually play the game a few times. But that's where they are at. The last one being General Kenobi. I've got his armor the same. He's a sprayed sear white, then the Apothecary White, then highlighted with white. I'm going to do his robes at some point, his face obviously, and then pick out the black areas. So a lot of work left to do on him, but just like with Grievous, since he is going to be the leader of my forces, I want him to look better than everybody else. or at least I'm going to put more effort into him than everybody else. The troopers, if I were to sit down and paint them, I'd have them to a tabletop standard like this dude here, probably by the end of the day. It's just a matter of time. And the bark spear will take longer just because it's a bigger model and there's other stuff I would like to try to do on it. But what do y'all think? Are y'all into Star Wars Legion? Do you enjoy Star Wars Legion videos? If so, like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to hit that bell button so you get updated on when videos are going to drop. And let me know what you think. What have y'all done to paint your Star Wars Legion? Do you even play the game? And just let me know. We'll see y'all in the next video.